Good afternoon. This is a short video on how to calculate standard deviation and variance and the coefficient of variation from a small data set. The data are taken from Whitlock and Schluter's analysis of biological data, Chapter 3, Table 3.1. The first step is to calculate the average. It's already been done here in this particular place, but I'll show you again, and that's done in Excel simply by saying equals average and then highlighting the observations of your sample. The next step to get to standard deviation and variance is to calculate the deviation of each observation from the mean. And that's done simply by subtracting each observation from the average. And since we will want to copy this formula down to the other observations, we're going to make the means, location, and absolute address. Notice that in the deviations, half of the observations are positive, half are negative, and that's because the mean is about the middle of the distribution, so half the observations is going to be smaller and half are going to be larger. The sum of the deviations should be about 0. The next step is to square the deviations, and then we'll sum it over all observations, and that's done simply by equal raised to the second power. Then we'll sum of those. This will be the sum of squares. And then to get variance, we'll divide the sum of squares by 1 less than the number of observations. And then to find the standard deviation, we'll take the square root of that. The coefficient of variation is the standard deviation divided by the average times 100. We could also check our work equals